Currently there is a heat advisory outside, so I know it's gonna be a warm one. Not excited for that. And then I'll save the rest of this for after my run. It is 5:54 a.m. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the start of my run. I'm gonna go ahead and run 7 miles and then come back. I do have around 3 hours before I have to go to work, so I'm gonna head really quickly out the door. 2.79 miles in. I'm about to head back to where I started, but I'm not sure if it's gonna make me a full 7, so I might have to run some miles in the parking lot, which will suck. But I feel like I'm doing a really good low heart rate, very chill morning. We'll talk about it soon, but I feel like I'm lacking a little bit of motivation this week. Maybe it's because I have a very busy schedule, but I'm gonna sit down and think about it more and figure out my thoughts before I say anything crazy. 7 miles is done. It is 7:57 a.m. I have to leave the house by 8:30, so I've got about 30 minutes to make my food, eat it, drink my coffee, and shower and get out the door. So I'm kind of in a rush, but not too rushy today. I do have my almighty and powerful planner today. I didn't want to do my run yesterday on Monday. I feel like I'm struggling with trying to balance my work, so my jobs, and then also maintain the amount of mileage that I need to do. Trying to find the time in the morning or in the afternoon is pretty hard. And then because I'm picking up some extra hours at work, I'm obviously losing sleep and losing time to do those runs. I feel like trying to get that balance to an equilibrium, hope that's the word, would just help me with trying to stay consistent. I feel like this goes for a lot of runners, but if your body is tired, then like, how are you supposed to run? Or like, how are you supposed to do your best? Any athlete, if you're not training right, you're not getting your right nutrition, food, sleep, stress levels, like how are you supposed to perform at your best? And I feel like this week has already started off with oh man, I don't feel my best. Not in a sick way, but like I am just so tired. Trying to keep motivation high and get my runs for the week done. Speaking of runs for the week, let's go over that. So this week I have a 7-mile run, a 6-mile run, a 7-mile run, and then a 21-mile long run. But on the day of my 21-mile long run, I have a wedding. Overall, what I was trying to say is that I have a very busy day this week, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna get my runs in, but I will try my hardest because I wanted to stay really consistent with my running schedule. Also include a workout, which I didn't do last week, but I'm gonna try and do it this week because maybe I'll have more time to do workouts and less running. We'll see. I feel like I want to be very transparent with you guys. Like, I am trying my best and I want to do the best I can and I want to stay consistent, but I have to also stay with reality at the same time of how much I can actually do throughout my week. And I just want to be prepared for my 50-mile race as much as I can be with reality. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, July 23rd. It is currently 12:39 p.m. so we're in the afternoon. Currently in Illinois, we're experiencing a heat wave, so it's around 95 degrees, but it feels like 103. So I'm not sure if I want to do my full 6 miles today outside, maybe 3 miles outside, 3 miles on a treadmill, or 3 miles running outside, come inside and do a workout. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do, but I probably won't be doing a full 6 miles outside just because it's a little unsafe. Not only do we have a heat wave right now, but we also have an air quality warning. Illinois is a little silly when it comes to weather. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my bagel, eat it up, maybe make a protein smoothie if I have enough, and then we'll figure out what I wanna do the rest of the day. If I'm going to run, it's probably gonna be around 5:30 or 5. I've convinced myself to go do 3 miles and then I'm gonna come back and do a little bit of a workout. So 3 miles and then around a 30-minute leg and ab workout. It is so hot outside that right now all of our windows are fogging because it's cold in here and hot out there. So I know this is gonna be a steamy run. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my flasks, fill it up with water, and go do just 3 miles. let's go. I feel like I've been pretty good at hydrating this whole day, so hopefully this small 14-ounce flask will be enough, and if it's not, we'll find out real soon. During the winter, I've ran in negative 10-degree weather before, so I convinced myself that I can go out and do this. I am lowering my mileage, and I feel like that's smart, so hopefully I don't get too overheated out there. Let's go. My face is straight up glistening with sweat. So when I tell you it's 103 degrees, it's 103 degrees. It is so freaking warm out here. I am 1.62 miles in, about a mile, 0.4 back. I definitely can finish it, but one of the hottest runs in my books, I believe. I'm really proud of myself for getting out here and running because, again, I really didn't want to. And I was like, well, I ran in really cold weather. I can run in really hot weather. It's perfectly fine. Take your time. Walk breaks when you need to. Hydration's important. Feel pretty good. Gonna finish this run and sweat more. Well, that was a 3-mile run done. I don't think I've sweat that much in years. All I want to do right now is go shower, eat some more food, and lay down for the rest of the night because I was blessed to not have work this afternoon. Thank God I didn't go more than 3 miles. I don't think I would have survived. I'm not even sure if I want to work out tonight. And you know what? I'm going to follow my heart and follow my thoughts on recovery, and probably not. So I'm going to go drink some more water, go home, lay down, eat some food. That sounds like a great plan. Okay, so I ended up not having enough protein powder to make a protein smoothie, so I'm going to make dinner. I'm thinking rice, beans, and tofu. Maybe some edamame if I have any in my freezer, but I'm gonna go ahead and make that and eat it up. Hopefully this hasn't gone bad. I've had it for a long time. It says use by July 30th, and it is July 23rd, so I should have enough time. In case no one ever told you, always strain your rice with water. It gets the starch off of it, and that makes better rice. Yep, wouldn't be me cooking without a mess. The longest thing that takes to cook is my rice, so I'm getting that done first. And also, I am wearing shorts. Calm down. Beans. If this is all nasty, it's gonna make my day horrible. Puncture. Okay, it looks good. Yay, perfect. Then what I'll do is I'll eat half of it now. And then whenever I'm dealing with tofu, I like to make my pieces really small and try to get out all of the liquid. When you get all the liquid out of it, you can get it more crunchy. And I love me some crunchy tofu. So I'll do those 2 pieces. And then I'll just try to get as much of the water content as I can out of here. Oil is our friend, not our enemy, unless you're dousing it with multiple gallons. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some seasoning already in the pan. Ooh, that was a lot of salt. What I love to put on my tofu is onion powder, garlic powder, and oregano leaves. And then I'll go ahead and cut these guys in mini cubes. That's what's gonna be cooking in the pan. Also, I washed my hands before this, so nobody tell me I didn't. No. And then what I do is I'll put it all in the center of this, roll it over, and let it fall into the pan. Oh, yep, there we go. And yes, there have been some disasters with this method. You have to really try hard at it. One of my favorite hacks to use when cooking tofu is to put cornstarch on the tofu itself. That's kind of what gives it a very crunchy texture. This is best by January 2027. Oh, perfect. 2 years. I have some green peas. I think I might also warm up as well. That'll be a good little side. Here. Nothing wrong with a little snacking. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of garlic salt on top of the beans. I am so ready to eat this up. I am so hungry right now. You know what? I'm just gonna take a bite. Sorry, I got hungry. Awesome, this is my dinner for tonight. I'm also gonna pair it with water because I'm so thirsty after sweating so much. This is one of my favorite go-to meals when I'm craving tofu or I'm craving rice. I also love to add on whatever sides I can find in the fridge. Like these beans were from 6 months ago, and I guarantee you the peas were the peas were bought on the same day as the beans. So anything kind of left over I add onto the sides, but my staple is kind of tofu and rice. Sometimes I'll just have tofu and rice by itself too. I think it's delicious. And I feel like this is also really protein packed because you have the beans and you have the tofu. Well, this isn't exactly what I wanted to do, but I thought it was important to sit down and talk with you guys really quickly about how I didn't choose to run the rest of the week. and the reasonings kind of behind that. I was very excited to run 21 miles. I was ready to go. I had such a very busy and personal weekend that I thought what was best for me was to relax, take it easy, and enjoy time with family and enjoy time with Zach. It's hard to balance your training and running and a personal life and a social life and relationships all at once, and sometimes you just need to put certain things first and certain things forward to make your life a little bit easier. And for me, that easier looked like not running 21 miles on the weekend. I'm looking forward to next week and really staying consistent because I do have a lot more time off. Obviously, this isn't the way I intended episode 3 to end, but to be honest, I want to be so transparent and have clarity with you guys about like my training plan. This is my training journey. This is my journey overall. This is only episode 3. I'm still 10 weeks out from my 50-mile race, so I have enough wiggle room to be able to skip out on a couple runs or big runs at the end. It always seems like in my training I skip some of those major big runs, and it doesn't seem to hurt me at all. So I'm hoping that next week or week 4 or episode 4 of my training goes a little bit more smoothly and I'm able to stay a little bit more focused and consistent in my running. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure to write them down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!